Anti-Oedipus, Schizo subject and Rhizomes. Deleuze and Guattari. Anti-Oedipus, Schizo subject and Rhizomes. Outline starting questions. DG's revision of psychoanalysis and Marxism. Desire and production, Oedipalization versus Schizo and Nomad. 1,000 Plateaus, Rhizomes. References. Starting questions. Why is DG against Oedipus complex? How do they look at desire differently from Freud and Lacan? What is rhizome? How is it different from or similar to Derrida's dissemination? Why is rhizome a short-term memory or anti-memory? 1605. What does DG mean when they say that writing has nothing to do with signifying? It has to do with surveying, mapping, even realms that are yet to come. Text 1603. DG versus Psychoanalysis and Marxism. Guattari, in essays of the 1950s and 1960s, insists on the libidinal nature of social groups and social nature of the unconscious. Berg 87. In Machine and Structure, 1969, he explores alternatives to Lacanian language. For example, subject-machine. Desire, production, desiring production, but not lack or acquisition. DG versus Psychoanalysis, 1. Oedipal family structure, one of the primary mode of restricting desire in capitalist societies. Textbook 2, 211. Unaware of the relations pre-Oedipal in the child, exo-Oedipal in the psychotic, para-Oedipal in the others. Dogmatize the Oedipal, connect the pre-Oedipal with the negative complex. Triangulation of relations. DG versus Psychoanalysis, 2. Finds the nature of desire in psychotic and neurotic patients. Psychotics parts of their bodies as separate entities. Schizophrenics. Catatonic states or assume new identities. Desiring machines. Textbook 2, 206-207. The body without organs. The nomadic subject. Replace psychoanalysis with schizoanalysis. Book 91, DG versus Marxism, 3, Desire equals production of production, 208. Capitalism supported by Oedipalization. Marxism. Production, distribution, consumption. Exchange value equals use value. The desiring machine. The Schizo Stroll 206-207. Nature and Industry 208, one with nature in the form of production. The process, flow and checks. Desiring machine, partial objects and flows. The body without organs. Desiring machine. It is at work everywhere, functioning smoothly at times, at other times in fits and starts. It breathes, it heats, it eats. It shits and fucks. What a mistake to have ever said the ID. Everywhere it is machines. Produces a flow of desire. Connected with or interrupted by the other machines. For example, organ machine and an energy machine, the breast, the mouth, a machine coupled to it. The mouth of the anorexic, hence we are all handymen, each with his little machines. Desiring machine. The rule of continually producing production, of grafting producing onto the product, is a characteristic of desiring machines or of primary production, the production of production. A painting by Richard Lindner, Boy with Machine, shows a huge, pudgy, bloated boy working one of his little desiring machines, after having hooked it up to a vast technical social machine which, as we shall see, is what even the very young child does. Composed of heterogeneous and independent parts. Richard Lindner, Boy with Machine, 1954, Oil on Canvas. Source. The body without organs. Not an organous body, but body without organization, or the deterritorialized body, an interconnected system of flows and forces. A body that breaks free from its socially articulated, disciplined, semioticized, and subjectified state, as an organism, to become disarticulated, dismantled, and deterritorialized, and hence able to be reconstituted in a new way, Kellner 90-91. Oedipalization and capitalism. Capitalism, a schizophrenic system. It reduces all social relations to commodity relations, deterritorializes desire by subverting, decoding all territorial groupings such as the church, the family, local community, etc. It also reterritorializes desire by channeling, recoding all production into the narrow confines of the equivalence form, logic of exchange value, within the state, family, law, commodity logic, banking systems, consumerism, psychoanalysis and other normalizing institutions. Bogue 88, Kellner 89. Paranoia versus schizophrenia. A non-systematic. B. Nomadic. C. Molecular. 1. Paranoia, metaphysics. A domination. B. Hierarchy. C. Molar aggregates. Schizoanalysis. Schizophrenia, or schizophrenic process, is not an illness, but a potentially liberatory psychic condition produced within capitalist social conditions, a product of absolute decoding. Kellner 90. Schizoanalysis, a decentered and fragmented analysis of the unconscious investments of individual and group desire in all spheres of society, destroyed unified and rigid segments of subject and group identity, liberate the pre-personal realm of desire. Nomadic subjects, multiple personalities. 1. Consumption. 2. When social codes, for example Oedipus, break down in their channeling of desire, then the nomadic subject is possible, traversing the lines of the desiring machines inscribed on the body without organs. Model of the giant egg traversed by lines with a wandering point of pure intensity. 1,000 plateaus from anti-Oedipus to 8,000 plateaus. Includes more diverse subjects, for example linguistics, semiotics, anthropology, etc. Replace molar/molecular opposition with a triadic scheme of rigid lines, supple lines, and lines of escape. Kellner 97. Central metaphor, the root and the rhizome. Taproot. Rhizome, deterritorialized lines. Textbook 1601. The book is an assemblage. p. 1602. Strata, organism on the one side. Body without organs. A machine, in connection with other machines. p. 1606. An assemblage, in its multiplicity, necessarily acts on semiotic flows, material flows, and social flows simultaneously. Reading. For reading a text is never a scholarly exercise in search of what is signified, still less a highly textual exercise in search of a signifier. Rather it is a productive use of the literary machine, a montage of desiring machines, a schizoid exercise that extracts from the text its revolutionary force. Hour 106, The Tree versus Rhizome, Textbook 1603. Tree, arborescent model of thought. Mirror, reality is translucently reflected in consciousness. Tree, knowledge organized in systematic and hierarchical principles. Rhizome, rhizomatics. To uproot philosophical trees. To deconstruct binary logic. A higher unity, 1604. Made of lines 1605. Made of plateaus. Schizo, nomad, rhizome as emancipated modes of existence. Schizos, withdraw from repressive social reality into disjointed desiring states. Nomads, roam free across open plains in small bands. Rhizomes, deterritorialized lines of desire linking desiring bodies with one another in the field of partial objects. Kellner 103. Rhizome. For example, the Internet, any point of a rhizome can be connected to any other, and must be,